Dorian Thompson-Robinson outplayed the nation's leading passer, and Chip Kelly, well, he notched arguably his biggest win of his UCLA career as the Bruins ambushed 15th ranked Washington 40-32 on Friday night at the Rose Bowl. Good evening, I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with a rapid recap of UCLA football. If you enjoy the content that we give, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We do talk UCLA sports here. Now, Thompson-Robinson threw for 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 of which went to Jake Bobo. Thompson-Robinson also rushed for a touchdown for UCLA, which has improved to 5-0. And I gotta be frank, despite that cupcake early schedule, if they are not in the top 25 next week, they're gonna be right just outside on the periphery. Washington, meanwhile, they fall to 4-1. Michael Penix Jr., he had entered the game with more passing yards than any other quarterback in major college football, but he simply could not keep up with the Bruins offense tonight. He did throw for 345 yards and 4 touchdowns, but he also threw 2 interceptions, which the Bruins did convert to points. A lot of what Penix did came in the fourth quarter. Washington scored 2 touchdowns and added 2 two-point conversions to make this final score significantly closer than it actually was on the field. Now, you might sit there and say, James, this isn't Kelly's biggest win. After all, last year UCLA beat down USC in a rivalry game. But I would argue differently, because frankly, that year's Trojans team, they stunk. UCLA simply handled its business. You could also say, well, they beat LSU, but LSU had lost a lot of players from its national championship team. So in my opinion, you could easily argue that this is the most important victory of Kelly's tenure in Westwood. So now UCLA can insert itself into the Pac-12 title argument. Earlier this week, doing a preview of the game, I had said that there were 4 teams that people were arguing could win the Pac-12: Utah, Oregon, USC, and Washington. UCLA has already knocked out one of those teams, and next week, well, they have an opportunity to take out a second one. Number 12, Utah, will come into the Rose Bowl next Saturday at 12:30. So, should the Bruins do that, well, we're talking about a whole new ball game out in Westwood. Zach Charbonnet rushed for 124 yards and a touchdown for the Bruins, but to be frank, it seemed the entire offense flowed through Thompson-Robinson. When Charbonnet got the ball, that was as a dive play as part of an option offense. Thompson-Robinson was basically in complete control, whether he would keep the ball on the option or basically exploit, this was key, a Washington defense that had to replace as many as 3 defensive backs prior to the game. There was a weakness, and they exploited it. Stefan Blaylock and John Vaughns each picked off Penix, I should say. Rome Odumwe caught 2 touchdown passes from Penix to lead the scoring for the Huskies. Now, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to UCLA football. They apparently, cupcake schedule aside, are on a legit roll right now. And we talk UCLA football here. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm James. Faithful Angelinos is a Quien Corte El Queso production. Take care.